Just jump into the games here for game 3 is where we picked things up. It was 1-1 in the half after Valiant took Paris. So Monty, talk me through what was going right for the Valiant in the second half. How did this work in their favor?
I mean, first off, they scored what was an extremely fast attack run on Eichenwald, but I think Sideshow's right. As he's talking about, they did have a good read. It was the little things. You could tell that they were studying film. Shax had been watching where Somin Su placed his translocators and was destroying them at certain points in this series, especially on that last map of Dorado. But it was also the playing around the EMP and their ultimates that was going so well. They were playing aggressively. Somin Su, we had talked about this before. We've talked about this many times this season. The Titans, or this stage rather, the Titans look worse when they're not playing the 3-3 with the Reinhardt, when they're forced to play the Sombra instead. Shax forces them to play the Sombra into that because they can swap over to multi-DPS looks.
Yeah, and I'm going to be honest, I think the Vancouver Titans probably should have stuck with more traditional 3-3 compositions once they realized that it wasn't working out. But I think the Titans still think that they can play Sombra Goats to the same level as some of these other teams. I think they're just so used to winning that they think they can. But the Valiant have just shown them here that they are miles behind the meta in terms of understanding this comp.
Well, they seem to always have the ability to make the Titans use their ults first, right? I mean, it always seemed like Valiant had the second sound barrier, the second EMP, like they were able to bait all that stuff out so well. We saw in Dorado too, like you mentioned, where Shax knew where the translocator was that Somin Su was going to use, so very well studied. We have the Shax Fu.
By the way, Shax is a player I don't think I ever heard his name before last week outside of that Florida Mayhem trade. So talk to me a little bit about this new player. Is this a face that needs to be on everyone's radar? Are we going to see this guy over and over again?
I think so. I think with this composition, the LA Valiant are looking a lot better. And Shax used to be known as a Tracer player when he played inside Europe, then moved to Mayhem Academy. He was playing a bunch of Zarya. Now, Mayhem Academy actually ended a win streak themselves. Fact Fiction, a new coach that they just brought on, and Shax ended the 30-match win streak of the Fusion University, the most dominant team in contenders. They come in here and they break this streak as well. It's like Fact Fiction and Shax are like the security guards that tackle slippery, oiled-up streakers that run around sports matches. And they just wrestle them to the ground. You're not streaking on my watch.
I love it.